have got a very, very busy couple of days here. We've got basically 2 days to cram in the whole of these European Championships. So if we don't get through all your messages, we apologise now, but we're trying to get through as much as we can do over the next couple of days. So as I say, we are here at the Herts Nitro Model Club. And the Herts Club have done a fantastic job of producing the track and preparing the track ready for this weekend's event. Track looks in absolutely fantastic condition, as must I say at the moment is the weather as well. We all got quite hot and sweaty as we were setting the stuff up earlier on today. And talking of getting hot and sweaty, I'll introduce you to my 2 hot and sweaty teammates for this weekend. On the main camera for most weekend we have got Paul, and joining me up here in the booth for probably most of the weekend and doing all the technical fiddly bits, it's Mr. James.
Hello.
How are you, James?
I'm very well, thank you.
Have you had a nice break since we last spoke?
Where were we when we last spoke?
I saw you last at Neo.
Ah, yes, I've had a lovely break since then. Very busy at work. But,
good.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, what are you looking forward to in particular from this weekend here at Herts?
A pint of beer tonight in the bar. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Well, I think the most important thing is the B Euros is the opportunity for us to find out find some of the, I would say, stars of tomorrow, but also it's actually a case of some of the stars of today as well. Some of the guys who, basically, to qualify for a B Euros, you basically have to not have made an A final at the Euros in any class, or made the top 50 in this 1/8 off-road class.
Okay.
So we take out the top 50 from the last couple of years and take out anyone who's made an A final in, whether it's electric buggy or touring cars or anything else, take those guys out, and what we're left with can enter the B Euros. So that does mean we get typically quite a lot of fast local guys. We also get a lot of fast drivers from around Europe and some drivers who've actually won some very big events. So a few real key names on this entry list, and one of the guys we've got on track at the moment, I'm just going to mention Carl Jackson, who's car number 9 out on track. I haven't spotted him yet, so if Paul does spot him, he can pick him up. But Carl is someone who's been racing for many, many years, and a very experienced racer, but not racing any of the EFRA events before, so therefore he's able to qualify for this B Euro. So we expect to see a lot of guys out there who are very, very fast indeed, fast in their own right. And once we get into qualifying tomorrow, we'll start having a look at some of the guys who've got a chance of actually winning this. To give you an idea of how important this B Euros is, though, take a look back at some of the previous winners. Obviously, the previous winners aren't here to defend their title, because if you win the B Euros, you can't then race it again. You bump yourself up to an A licence. But from previous years, we have had some big names winning the B Euros. So drivers such as Lee Martin. Lee has a B Euros title to his credit, as does David Ronefeld. And those obviously drivers you'll be very aware of now have got European Championship wins in the A class in Nitro Buggy in the case of Ronefeld, and in the electric off-road classes in the case of Lee Martin. So don't think because it's a B Euros we're going to see any less action on track or any less great driving. Some of these guys out here are absolutely worthy of the A licence they're going to be shooting for, and they're trying to win this B Euros to get themselves that A licence for the future. And as I say, as we go through tomorrow's qualifying, we'll pick out some of those names for you that's worth us keeping an eye on as we go through those 4 rounds of qualifying tomorrow. Now, as I say, we're coming towards the end of this. This is group number 10. You can see the timing there up on the top right-hand corner of the screen for you. I just want to say thanks to Tony Truman for helping us sort out getting some live timing there up on the screen. Unfortunately, we weren't able to log into the main race system as we normally are, but we're streaming a little bit off of Tony's website. So thanks to Tony for helping us out with that, and we'll keep that timing as up to date as we can for you as we go throughout this weekend. So we are winding down now. This is the end of practice group number 10, the 4th round of practice for today. The guys will have had 4 chances to get out there and practice, and it's these last 2 rounds, rounds 3 and 4 today, that are going to be used for reseeding the qualifying heats. So I'm not sure exactly what format they're using for the reseeding, whether it's the 3 fastest laps or a combination of the 2 runs they're looking for, but basically the fastest guys from these last 2 rounds of practice are going to be seeded up in the higher heats, and then the slower guys will be in the lower heats. So that means hopefully people should have a nice easy chance to qualify from a heat of drivers that are roughly the same speed as they are. So we move into qualifying tomorrow. Tomorrow we are kicking off the qualifying around about 8:30 in the morning, something like that. Then running through till about 5:30 in the evening with our 4 rounds of qualifying. That will set our grids for our semi-finals, and then we'll see who races their way into the main final on Sunday afternoon. So that's the buzzer to signify the end of practice group number 10. Their final round of practice for today. Drivers for group 11 are up next. They're getting ready at the back of the driver stand. So as we wait for these guys just to finish up their in-laps, James, have you decided what exactly we are going to be doing in this remaining, half an hour or so that we've got with you today? You figured out what you want us to do?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm just doing technical things.
Okay.
Checking things, twiddling things.
And
checking, yes, I've said
things
checking things already.
So hopefully I think we're going to try and at least get down and just show you around the facility really, I guess, today. That'll be the aim. I won't spend too much time kind of dwelling on drivers and things. We'll just show you around the pits, grab a few people if we can as we go past them and show you a bit more of the track here.
Yeah, we'll do a track walk, pit walk. We can have a little walk upon the rostrum.
Could do.
See what it's like from a driver's perspective.
Oh yeah, we could do that. So I've just looked up to the rostrum and seen the very imposing figure of Dallas just standing at the back of the rostrum. We'll say welcoming people up onto the driver's stand, but
can't see him now. We've said that.
No,
he's gone camera shy.
Yeah, hiding behind all those people. I'm going to ask you a little question now. Maybe I should do this off air, but I'll do it on air anyway. On the screen that's running our live timing,
yes.
Can I open up another screen next to it that's not over that
Yes.
and use it for some other things so I can get some more timing stuff for me?
Yes.
Will that work? Okay. So I'm going to apologise now to anyone if you lose any of the timing for a second as I do this, as you probably would have done.
Oh dear.
That's all fixed now. There we go.
Just want to let the viewers know at home that we have had to get our timings in a very strange way for this event. So you will unfortunately see the timings sometimes black out. There's nothing we can do about it. You will also notice that the timings are approximately 10 seconds behind. Again, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, but it's better than nothing.
It is definitely better than nothing. Because otherwise you just have us to listen to. And that's a bit boring.
Yeah. Paul was about to touch that fence quite tentatively, as if it was electrified. There are no electric fences here that I can report yet.
And I haven't had an electric hook off this microphone yet, which is good. I apologise if anyone can't quite understand me today. I am very hay fevery today, so...
He's got man flu.
I've got... Well, it's not man flu, it's like an actual illness, this.
Hay fever isn't an illness.
It is.
It's a condition.
What's a broken leg, then?
Condition.
Right.
That's unfortunate.
You might have one of those soon if you keep going.
An illness to me is like, I don't know, like gout.
Right. Of all of...
It's not a... Paul
says it's not, Neil.
It's not a condition. Oh, it is?
Gout's a condition, not... Right, okay.
Oh.
If you want to contribute to this, you can jump on our Facebook chat. Why not? And find out and help us. If anyone's medically qualified, that would be useful.
What a lovely segue.
Yeah.
Into Facebook itself.
Yeah, you can do the Facebooky bit.
Okay, don't forget, if you're not already a member of the Facebook group, do head over to Facebook, of course. Type in RC Racing TV, click search, click join, and as soon as we have confirmed that you are not indeed a seller of the fake sunglasses or dodgy financial products that nobody wants, that you're not going to spam us, we will welcome you into the group with open arms, and you can be part of all the action here at RC Racing TV. And then there was silence.
I was supposed to talk then, wasn't I?
Did I just blow you away with my Facebook
yeah, I'm struggling to follow it up.
Beat that.
I can beat that by actually realising who's fastest so far in practice and picking them out on the track for you. And based on the timing screens that I've got in front of me, how accurate these are, I don't know. I'm just waiting for it to refresh as I say that. We want to be looking for car number 3, which is Kevin Brunson, which I believe is an all-white coloured buggy. I think at the very far corner of the circuit. Helpfully. are now heading down the front straight towards Paul. Yeah, there is Kevin in the number 3 buggy. Shown as top in the timesheets during the rounds of practice we've had so far. And many of you may well recognise Kevin's name. A very experienced racer of multiple disciplines, really. But here at the B Euros racing, and he's going to be one of those drivers that I think will be in contention for the overall victory. We saw him at the Neo race in the over 40s or the over 35s final, taking the win there. So Kevin there working his way up on the right hand side of the track. And this is group 11. We've got 12 groups of practice, so this one and one more to go today. So we'll reseed all the heats for qualifying tomorrow.
Don't forget as well, if you want to interact with us, head over to YouTube. Well, if you're watching us, then you're somehow watching YouTube already. But have a look down the right-hand side, and you'll see a comments section. Do feel free to drop us a message. We do check it periodically. We don't sit here watching it constantly, so bear with us. But if there's anyone that you want us to follow, then drop their names and details in there.
Yep, we'll do our best to get as many of those as we can.
Yes.
Anyone on there already or not?
No. Lots of people today, it looks like, have been saying, where are we? I think there's been some confusion about when we were going to start.
Right.
Official coverage starts tomorrow morning, and we'll publish the times as soon as we have them confirmed to us.
Yep.
But today was just a bonus.
Yeah, it's bonus time of me and James and Paul.
Yep.
and some buggy racing.
Yes. But the track looks shiny in places, Ollie. It's not been raining.
It's not been raining today, but it's been raining, I believe rained overnight last night.
Is it nitro fuel? Is that why it looks shiny?
I think it's a combination of the rain, the rubber being laid down, a bit of fuel and oil and stuff, all mixing together. So we've got about 35 seconds or so left in this, which is before we come on to the finishing times anyway. As I say, this is group 11 out of 12.
Again, just for information, we will be running more cameras tomorrow.
Oh.
But we have to put them in places that are inaccessible at the moment.
Unaccessible.
Yes.
Big words.
Not unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
We don't put cameras where it's unacceptable. That would be unacceptable.
We don't. Other people might.
They might. Many doctors.
Oh dear. If you haven't listened to RC Racing TV before, this is pretty much what you can expect non-stop for 2 days.
Well, it depends. It depends which team members you get.
Yes.
As to the quality of the commentary or indeed the camera work.
Yes. How would you rate the quality of the commentary this weekend then?
Let's see. Ask me that tomorrow.
Oh right, okay.
Evening.
Oh. All right.
I think the commentary's good so far. You're doing very well considering you've got hay fever.
Yeah, and I've got hay
Sissy
fever,
flu.
and thank you, and not much in the way of timing or much to talk about so far.
No.
Time's winding down this one.
I think people, instead of standing by the side of the track now, have congregated behind us.
I was going to say,
and they'd rather watch our screens.
Yeah.
I think because we've got timing, we've got live coverage, and we've got YouTube comments and Facebook comments. And I think people are just thinking, well, hey, we'll just go and stand behind RCTV.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting a lot more information this way.
We could almost do a studio show this week, couldn't we? Oh, hello. There we are.
Oh. There's our
And there's all the piles of stuff.
spectators.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Our
us.
tidy wires. That was a bit of a...
So that shows you where we are.
you should have warned me we can do that shot, Paul. I would have tightened my short
I was
bottoms.
gonna say, it's a good job you weren't wearing a skirt, but that's that would ask many other questions.
Very good point.
Yeah, Paul can't talk to us, which is amazing. We can just talk to him and he has to listen, and he can't do anything about it. You can turn the camera off if you really want to, Paul, but that's not really going to help. So we have a blissful few minutes of quiet.
Where we need some like intermission music.
Maybe a cow mooing.
No, that's terrible.
No.
So where are we?
We could just phone. No, we're not doing that joke yet. We could phone. We could save them for tomorrow. Don't use up all the content in the first half an hour.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just end up repeating yourself, because we will repeat ourselves quite a lot.
I just have to get it out.
You will. At some point, it will come out.
I get too excited.
Tomorrow.
I just can't hold back.
Tomorrow. If you do it today, I'll take your microphone away from you and break your legs.
Okay.
Then you'll have a condition and no microphone. Or an illness.
There's a dog.
We found a dog.
First dog of the weekend.
Yeah.
I think there's only one dog so far. That may be the only dog. Oh, dog's behind a post. Does the dog know it's on camera? I don't know.
Of course it does. That's my thing with dogs. You never know what they're thinking.
Remember, we look for dogs and shoes in RC Racing TV.
Yeah.
Exquisite shoes and any dogs.
I'm wearing some very dull shoes this weekend.
You're wearing dog shoes?
Dull shoes.
Oh, dull shoes.
I do have some colourful shoes maybe that I might bring out later on though.
I saw some the other day that were like jungle pattern. They were like camouflage.
Well, how did you see them then? I randomly suddenly appear to have 3G. I'm going to point this out now because anyone who else is here at the track is struggling to get any sort of mobile phone signal whatsoever. So the 1 second when I have 3G feels quite exciting. I don't know what I'm going with that.
I was listening to the radio the other day and heard an interesting fact about
what radio station are you listening to?
BBC Two.
Right.
Wait, BBC Radio 2. I was listening to an interesting fact about a German composer.
Was the composer Handel?
No, it was Hans Last. Yeah, very interesting. When he was born, he actually came out feet first. Doesn't matter.
No.
Again, one of those moments where I was tittering to myself in the car.
Yeah, when you got here, you did decide to inform me that you had been laughing to yourself about your own joke for the 2-hour drive that you had.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
no one else in the car with you?
No. But we'll save them for tomorrow. I need to adjust the timings a little bit.
What do you do? Oh dear. Oh yeah. This
That's
is
a bit
the final heat of practice for today.
Really?
Yeah. This is number 12. Oh
Says
no,
on
you
the
want a
screen,
car
Paul.
number, don't you? I don't know. Do I recognise any names on that list?
Let's have a look. Oliver Curry, I know that name.
Yep, and he's sitting 7th overall at the moment. So it's,
Niblett. I know Callum Niblett.
Yep.
Uh,
Obviously, these are names which don't help Paul in particular as well. Car number 4.
There's a couple of races
Car 4, Paul.
I recognise, but I can't remember where from.
Probably buggy racing somewhere.
That would be a good,
start, wouldn't
guess. Yep. It's cooled down nicely.
It has. It was a little bit too hot last time. Whatever. I don't know what we're doing. We've only been here like half a day, haven't we?
Ollie, you've only got hay fever. Pull yourself together, man.
No.
Right, I'll be back in 1 minute.
Oh, you're going to leave me, aren't you? Right.
I've left.
Okay, so here we go with Ollie Curry. James, you could leave the laptop open so I can actually see what's going on with the world as well. So we can interact with people and things.
Post anything silly as me on Facebook, and I'll be very
I
upset.
wasn't going to, but now I am. Alright, so this is the final practice group for today, and the final practice group overall here at the B Euros from the Herts Nitro Model Club. in where? In Hertfordshire, just north of London in the United Kingdom. We've all had a very, very long journey to get here, involving no planes this time, no airport parking, and for me, most disappointingly, no airport buses. That's the favourite part of the whole journey for me. Haven't had to involve that at all. So maybe I'll go and get on a bus later, just to make myself feel better. I suppose this will be a good time for me to I could do some track stuff now, but I won't do it because James isn't here, and then we'll get very confused later on when I try and explain it to James all over again. Alright, so we're about, what are we doing? Just coming up to halfway through this group. Let's switch over to buggy number 5, which is just coming over the EFRA tabletop in the middle now, the white and red. Hope I can stand up and actually see the track as well. It's at the, where are we now? Trying to find Callum on the track. Coming through the centre of the track, up and over the big white curbing. And onto the far side of the circuit. If you drop back, where are we? Oh, Callum's just crashed onto the front straight, that would be why. There we go, in front of you now, Paul. Fantastic. There we go, Callum, number 5, who was shown as leading this heat, but had a crash coming across the timing line, so he's going to drop down the order now, but we'll follow Callum for a little bit. One of the drivers who does know this track pretty well. And just saying that the weather had been very nice. It's now turned incredibly chilly, and the wind has notably picked up. So we'll see if that affects anyone with the jumping in this final heat of practice for today. Got about just over 1 minute to go in this final group number 12. Still watching Callum leading it here onto the right hand side of the circuit now. Through the multitude of off-camber corners there, back down to the centre of the track, up over the big white curb. And to the left side of the track at the far end of the circuit. And onto the come down onto the front straight one more time. Oh, just clipping both the curbs there as it goes through the far chicane. We've got about 30 seconds of normal time left in this one. Ollie Curry taking over the lead now, Bradley Baird in second. So it looks like Callum is going to finish up around about third in this group. And the final heat of practice for the day. Now into the finishing times now, so drivers onto their last lap or thereabouts. We think just about everybody is now finished. And that is the signal to say the race is over. And we will see how the final rankings shape up. And how the qualifying heats are sorted out. As soon as we get those posted, we'll let you know. Oh yeah, Paul showing you the sky up there, looking very, very dark now. We are expecting a little bit of overnight rain. We'll see how that affects the track in the morning. But for today anyway, it's stayed dry. It's been dry and nice and warm. And hopefully, as we go through tomorrow, we'll have equally warm weather. And James is back.
Hello.
Where did you go?
Little boy's room.
Okay.
Car. To talk to the organisers, to check out what the arrangements were for who is going to be here tonight, etc., etc.
Right. Good news or bad news?
Good.
Oh.
Not that good.
No.
Yeah, if they were closer, then maybe. Anyway.
What?
I'm just thinking, just seeing where we are. We have some requests for the group. We can do those in the morning, possibly. So.
Do them now. Just do them now. Just get some out of the way.
Get them out the way, Ollie. We don't get our requests out of the way. We pay them the time and attention they deserve.
Okay. Which we can do now rather than tomorrow when we're trying to do qualifying.
But I have to vet them as well.
Oh.
I think a year ago, yeah. They look good.
Do they?
Yes. So, first person. Martin Booth. Let's go and take a look at Martin Booth. Oh.
Oh dear.
Nivea launches Factor 500 sunscreen for gingers. Okay. Looks like he... Is that London? Yes.
That is London.
You should know. You live near that there London.
I live near that there London.
Yes. Not getting a lot from his profile page. Lives in Telford. 423 friends. That's
Telford?
400 more than
we know
me.
Telford quite well, don't we?
Why do we?
Why do we know Telford quite well?
Telford.
Telford, the home of Neo. You
yes.
spent 6 days there.
Yes. Sorry,
Yes.
I was thinking there was another reason. I was thinking, what did me and you do in Telford?
That's another story.
I nearly added him as a friend rather than joining the group then by accident. Welcome Martin as my friend. No, welcome Martin Booth. Welcome to the RCTV Racing Facebook group.
Hello and welcome along.
Carl O'Connor, 59 friends in the group. I think that's legitimate. We've got some cars. Carl O'Connor. Is that someone here? Looking for... Oh, what is that loud noise? I don't think that's us. Anyway, we'll carry on. Carl O'Connor, hello. Welcome to RC Racing TV. Whilst Ollie blows his nose. Apologies if anyone can hear that down the microphone. Have we mentioned that Ollie's got hay fever? Brian King. Brian King is from Pennsylvania. Brian King looks like he's a cameraman. There's a picture of, I think, him as a cameraman, yes, at a concert.
Oh, who's at the concert?
He's got my attention. I don't know, I can't tell. Maybe a more American
I want
band.
one of those headsets. Like what he is wearing.
Okay, maybe a bit extreme for your role at the moment, but I'll put a request in to the acquisitions department and see what we can do.
Oh, look who's on the track.
Oh, who's on the track?
It's Phil from Neo Buggy.
With who? Who's he with?
With people. Men who have legs.
Brian King from Pennsylvania, welcome to RC Racing TV Facebook group. Kev Hess, sorry I didn't say Hass. Kev Hess from studied at Winton School, lives in London, United Kingdom, from Andover, Hampshire. Again, I'm looking to see if I've seen these people here. I think he likes Aliens.
Yeah.
And Predator. Gets my vote. Awesome film.
Oh, and there's a man with a broom now.
We have a man with a broom. Let's not take away from Kev's moment.
Oh no, but
you know,
I did get a little bit excited.
It's
Sorry.
not very professional of you, Kev. Sorry about that, Kev.
Sorry,
my apologies. Welcome to the RC Racing TV group. Emmanuel Tomasati. Let's have a look here. I can't see where you're from. Are you a real person? I'm not sure. I'm gonna hold you back. Eric de Sturk. Let's have a look at you. Are you a real person? You look like it. Can't see where you're from. Very locked down account. What do you reckon? Is this a real person?
Oh, is he friends with anyone in the group?
No.
Is he not friends with us? Is he?
No.
Hmm.
Member of 12 groups. I'm not sure on the last three. I'm going to hold those back. Anyway.
Cool. Good. And now there's some people doing things with banners. Those banners aren't important. What is important, though, are our sponsors, and I'm very grateful for them for allowing us to be here this weekend. And that is Team Durango and the DNX8, Quilp, Nassau, and Team Orion. And, of course, thank you to EFRA as well. You're about to click on a thing that I thought you were going to click on something else then.
No, what I would like to say there is thank you also to VRC Pro, who this weekend will be sponsoring our action replays.
They will.
But obviously we need some action to replay to be able to create an action replay. So
have you made a logo for it yet?
Yeah, of course I have. I'm very organised. Thank you, Ollie. But no, that's not what I'll be doing in the hotel tonight.
Okay.
Creating the VRC logo for the replay template. But
cool. I was going to say, because otherwise we could just maybe do a replay of someone walking across the track.
Wouldn't be very exciting though, would it? What we
As
will
opposed
do,
to this discussion, which is enthralling millions.
Yes.
You're going to do that now, aren't you?
I'm going to turn this camera around here so we can use the other camera.
Oh, I thought you were going to put a camera on me.
It's not all about you,
Well,
Ollie.
that's why I was worried then, because I didn't particularly want one. It's a little bit chilly now, isn't it?
It is getting a bit chilly.
Oh, we can see Paul looking not very happy there.
That camera's very contrasty. It looks like it's from the 90s. I don't get why it looks like it's from the 90s. I'm going to try and
Oh, you're going to try and fix it now by doing things with sliding lines.
make it better.
So what are we actually doing then from now on? Because it's kind of like finished on the track now.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. Paul is making the international symbol for I think it's raining.
Maybe it was cuckoo spit.
Interesting. That's not fixing it at all.
No.
That's made it a lot worse.
What?
Why don't you do this live and then people can laugh along with me?
No.
Paul is pointing at things. What are you pointing at? What, Paul, you're pointing something. You're pointing about... Yes, we are on that camera still. Yeah. So you can't unplug it yet.
But we are going to have Paul live on the stream, unplugging the camera that we're going to use for the next section.
Are we going to watch him unplug it?
Yes. Go.
Okay, unplug the camera, Paul. So what... Hang on, I'm confused now. I'm really confused. So we're now unplugging the camera we were using. We're using a different camera now. So we're now going to, I assume, plug that camera we've just taken off there into a magical thing that will allow me to walk around the pits.
Correct.
Okay. I need a different microphone for that, which I have found.
Well, I don't think I'm going to do it that way.
What way are you going to do it? You're going to plug your microphone into the camera, aren't you?
Yes.
Right. Alright, so while we get everything set up, so we can do a quick track and pit walk. So once again, just to talk you through the rest of the format for the weekend. Tomorrow is our qualifying day, 4 rounds of qualifying. It'll be the best 2 out of the 4 scores to count for each driver. And then we have double-sided Christmas tree bump-up finals on Sunday. Coming through to the main final, starting at 4:30 at the moment, local time. 4:30 local time is the scheduled start time for our main final. We do also have a juniors final and a 40-plus final for the veterans out there. Those will take place just before the main final tomorrow. So as James plugs leads into various places and laughs at me for saying that, I will let you know the list I've got in front of me shows Joao Figueiredo as being on top of the practice rankings, followed by Kevin Brunsden and Ollie Curry. I've been given a different microphone now, and I'm not sure why. Because surely I need this microphone for doing the pit walk. But I need that cable. Right, this is all very confusing. And I should be back, but I'm not. Why am I not back? There we go. Oh, that's better.
That mic's quiet.
Right. This mic is quiet. So I have to talk louder. It's all getting very windy up here. James has put on his confused face now, which worries me because he's the one that needs to be least confused of all of us, because he's the one that actually knows what's going on. But he thinks he's found what he was looking for, or something. So whilst the rest team just set everything up so we can do a bit of a track and pit walk. We've got the club team are clearing the track now, getting it swept down, ready for racing tomorrow. And now James is trying to find the lead that does what he needs it to do. Apparently I don't need to talk to you very much, so if you're bored of listening to me, you can just click mute.
Sorry for the delay, people. Little technical glitch, but Ollie and Paul are making their way down to the pit. It looks like they're going to start in first. So, without further ado, over to you.
Okay, so we thought we'd come down straight into the pits, and I'll take you straight out, firstly, onto the actual track itself. You can see some of the pits here. We've got the scrutineering area, just before I trip over a wire. And we walk straight out onto the track itself. As I say, the club have done a brilliant job of of getting the track all ready for the racing this weekend. So here we are at the end of the main straight. So this is going to be the shot that you're going to be seeing for a lot of the weekend. Driver stand up behind us there, gives a great view of the track. Front straight itself, fairly flat, but a little bit bumpy. And you can see particularly right here at the end of the straight, you can see a much darker area, which is where the cars are going to be standing on the brakes, catching the last few bumps on the end of the track before they make their way into this big banked sweeper we've got leading off the end of the main straight. You can see the difference in the track. So as we're going to walk over here, as we go through these jumps, we'll see that we've got some AstroTurf covered jumps in the middle of the track as well. Those obviously provide a different level of traction from the rest of the dirt surface we have here. There's also some concrete areas as well, just to test out the driver, all the different setup skills they've got, put the tyres and the cars to the absolute maximum test. So Paul showed us there we've got some concrete leading to some more AstroTurf covered jumps. And then we'll keep walking further over the track and we'll come on to the second dirt part of the track. And in particular here, which we won't walk across a fence, we can see the
just seem to have lost them there. I think they've wandered a little bit too far out of range. See if we get them back shortly.
Okay, so yeah, so sorry about that. We couldn't quite get enough range, but the thing I want.
So, welcome back to RC Racing TV. Sorry about the outage there. I think as simple as a plug came out of the wall, it looks like. Don't know why, but
move might have a very loose surface which is going to have an awful lot less traction on it. As we said, we've got this part of the track here, as James picked up earlier, is a lot darker than the other dirt on the track. And that's just predominantly because of the amount of grip and the amount of rubber that have just been laid down in this section of the track here. Very high traction area, a lot of rubber being laid down there. Now, one other part of the track I want to show you is down the far end. So we're going to go down here and walk across these two tabletop jumps in the middle of the circuit. I have to say, given we've had a whole day of running with 12 heats and 4 rounds of practice, the track has held up remarkably well. You're not seeing any kind of potholes and things appearing as we often see on these tracks. A couple of the tracks are covered in AstroTurf, like the jumps we talked about earlier, and this tabletop jump here as well. That carpet surface is going to again protect the jumps and make them last longer. But even the jumps that are just the dirt jumps, they're not starting to break up at all. Now this corner here is really interesting. We've got a paved section on the track. If I can walk down the jump, hopefully Paul can get down as well. See here, we've got these brick pavers. Now, generally, you'd say those offer less grip than the dirt surfaces, but these are actually fairly high grip. They're quite an abrasive brick, so actually we're not seeing a huge amount of difference in the traction. But again, it's going to be something interesting to watch as we go through the different rounds of qualifying and the finals to see how drivers adapt their cars to handle all the different surfaces we've got on the track. So the track is relatively flat. We've got a couple of nice big jumps like this jump right behind us here and the tabletop jump that follows it, and a few jumps over the back of the circuit as well. Jumps over the back, we've also got some off-camber parts of the track as well. And as we go through, like I say, qualifying tomorrow, we're going to see much more action on those parts of the circuit as drivers try and find the ideal line around those different parts, find out where the best way are, and then when it comes to the final, when they look at trying to make the overtaking moves. Now, the final thing we'll talk about is the pit lane on the track. Not going to come into any effect tomorrow, but it is going to come into effect on. So drivers come through. Oh, James is telling us we need to come back a little bit closer towards him so we can get back into range of the camera. But anyway, the pit lane's got a couple of speed bumps on the way into it, just little concrete lumps across the entry of the pit lane. So that's going to slow people down as they come into the pits. Now, the opening ceremony is about to get started on the track here, so what we're going to do is we're going to let the opening ceremony get underway, and we'll give you some brief commentary of the countries as they work their way out onto the track. So first up, we have got Denmark making their way out onto the circuit. Two drivers representing Denmark here.
And the next country is Estonia.
Next up is Estonia.
Welcome, Estonia. Thank you, Estonia.
So I think we're actually a little bit about to run out of battery here on our camera down in the on the track. So hopefully James can switch back over to the upper camera, and we'll head back up to the box, and we'll keep going from there. Somebody from up in the commentary box. James, can you switch us back over? Okay, so back up into the commentary box now, and so we're running out of battery on our mobile camera there with the power outage we had earlier. The next team welcomed out onto the track will be Germany. The German team will assemble on the pit lane. Always see a good contingent from Germany at these events.
And the next country is
Next up is Greece, and just one driver from Greece. James, any interesting facts about Greece that you know?
No.
Okay, that's good. This is going to make this very drawn out if we can't come up with something, isn't it?
It will. Sorry, no. I was trying to think. I can't think. There's got to be loads. It's Archimedes from Greece. We'll stay away from the finance and economy area of Greece. Where else can we go with Greece? I love Greek food. No, I'm out of ideas.
That's not bad. Next up, anyway, we've got Ireland now. Next up, the team from Italy.
I may be wrong here, but the French team seem to be making the letter F out of their cars for their photo shoot, which I think is a nice touch.
I was desperately trying to figure out what it was they were trying to make out of the cars.
Well, it was actually the wrong way round at first. Then there was lots of shouting. They realised the error of their ways, and we now indeed have a correct F.
A correct F for France. Estonia can't quite make the E for Estonia, standing next to them with their two cars they have. Not quite the same. Unfortunately, doesn't work.
They could make the letter I, maybe. Or a very small L.
Anyway, who's up on the pit lane next? It looks like the Netherlands.
One thing I have noticed between the A and the B Euros is there seems to be a lot more family here at the B.
Yes, they do. I'm struggling to think of anything I can add to that other than yes. A lone Polandish driver. Polandish?
Polish.
That's the right word. And just on a technical note, James, is there any packing up that we need to do?
Lots.
Right. Next up is Portugal. In there, I think I do find the Portuguese maroon T-shirts a very fetching colour.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself there. It's a nice shade of maroon.
It is. Maybe burgundy.
Just beat me too, I was going to say. It reminds me a bit of burgundy.
Yeah, burgundy, maroon, the colour of choice for Portugal there. So as the throng of assembled media tries to take photographs.
The what of assembled?
Throng.
Oh, throng, sorry.
What did you think I said, James?
Thong?
Thong. No, it's not a... Oh. Well, moving on. Next up, we have Portugal's neighbours, by the look of it, which is Spain.
Famous, of course, for paella, bullfighting and Rioja wine.
Yes. And, most importantly, famous for one thing. For RC Racing TV at least.
I'm lost, what?
The creation of our best feature ever.
I can't remember.
The one and only Bayer Watch. Was invented by myself and Matt in Spain many, many years ago.
I wasn't there for the birth of Bayer Watch.
It was a momentous occasion. It was one of those, you know, we spent hours planning all our ideas, writing the features, writing everything for these shows. These aren't just cobbled together last minute. Oh no, much planning and work goes into them. And sometimes you get those events where no planning has gone into it, yet a miraculous combination of factors leads to the creation of something you never thought possible. In this case, it was Bayer Watch.
Like guacamole.
Yes, much like guacamole. You're just going to laugh yourself now for 5 minutes, aren't you? And yes, James is laughing.
It's the first food I could think of that was quite strange when you put all the ingredients together.
Okay. So Switzerland is up now.
Famous, of course, for banks and cheese.
Yes.
Chocolate?
And watches. Watches as well.
I thought Paul was asking the time.
Yeah. The time is 7 p.m.
7 o'clock, Paul. Oh. I think our home country are up next.
Which look like a rowdy bunch as always.
Famous, of course, for the full English, the Bulldog, and the Queen.
And curry.
Yeah. The flag bearer there sporting a beautiful Panama
hat, not from Great Britain.
No.
No.
From the canal.
From the canal of the same name.
Canals are British.
Canals are British, yes. I think we built the one in Panama. We definitely built the one in... That was... Oh, I mentioned the Suez Canal. There was some incidents there, weren't there? Moving on.
Sorry about the noise levels there, ladies and gentlemen. The operator of the PA system getting a bit excited with the home country's national anthem.
Yes.
I can assure you that's their speakers distorting, not our microphones, or indeed yours at home. I hadn't noticed there's an overwhelming amount of camouflage shorts here this weekend. I too am sporting a pair.
You are. I nearly did choose to bring some camouflage shorts, but I couldn't find them.
It's the staple part of every man's wardrobe.
Twice. That's he missed it that time. Paul twice pointed out that's twice now I made a camouflage joke.
Yes.
Obviously. Yeah.
I challenge you to more throughout the weekend.
There will be plenty more. If you love bad jokes, you're in the right place.
5. I think I won 6 pairs of camouflage shorts.
You own?
Not myself. I mean, I can see in front of me on the track.
Well, then they're not doing very well, are they?
Who aren't?
The camouflage. If you can see 6 pairs. Ideally, if these were working properly, you'd be able to see 6 people who had no legs.
The shorts would have to be imprinted with imagery from an RC track, though, for that to work.
Yeah.
So the man there taking a selfie.
That's Mr. Truman.
I'm glad to see he didn't use a selfie stick.
Do you have a selfie stick?
No.
No. Paul, do you have a selfie stick? Paul looks like the sort of person who would have a selfie stick.
What kind of person looks like they might have
Someone
a selfie
like Paul. I think Paul should have a selfie stick.
They've been banned on roller coaster ride selfie sticks.
That's quite sensible.
It worries me that they found a need to put a sign up to say, please don't bring selfie sticks on this roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Like a bad javelin accident waiting to happen.
Yeah. However, I know what's also banned but doesn't stop me from doing it is the classic roller coaster experience, the Polo Challenge.
Explain.
Well, you have a packet of polos in your pocket. Once the ride starts and it goes down the first hill, you must remove the packet from said pocket, open, consume one polo, reseal the packet and replace within your pocket before you get back to the station.
Oh dear.
And as the British team consume the banking...
There's a man just off camera who... Oh, there we go. Now on camera exposing his belly. Behind the British team there.
That'll be Mick Craddock, who's here in a supportive role.
Photo belly bombing.
Yes.
Are you a belly bomber? You have to be careful how you say that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it at all.
We're going to be in a lot of people's photos.
I think that's quite good. If we get tagged in these photos, that's awesome. And Carlos is now going to give some sort of opening address.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, there's us.
That's how close we are to the British team right now.
We're within
They can hear us.
touching distance.
Let's not touch them.
Can we not touch them?
No.
It does look like they're behind a fence, like caged animals. But then to them,
we can feed them.
We are also behind a fence, like caged animals.
True.
Paul's mouthing something at me, but I have no idea what he's mouthing at me.
We won't get the mics that far.
I've now been given 2 microphones.
One microphone. You've been ordered to go over by the British team.
Oh,
quickly.
right, okay.
Quickly.
Well, they're doing important things now.
We're doing important things. Go and get some coverage.
Shall I go and talk to Tony?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Is the lead going to reach?
I don't know, but I've got
This
my
is where,
thoughts on
this is where it goes terribly badly. No, it doesn't quite reach.
It does.
No, it doesn't, because now I can't talk to anyone. Tony, how are you doing so far?
I'm very well. I'm doing good.
Now, this is a very odd way to do an interview, through a fence. But yeah, I know. But I mean, we just had a quick look at the track, and the track looks absolutely fantastic. The club have done a fantastic job of preparing the facility here, haven't they?
Yeah, amazing. Like all the grass in the infield and everything. They've spent weeks and weeks and weeks prepping for this. They bought new pipe, the pit lane, the rostrum, everything's been redone, and it looks amazing. World-class facility now.
Absolutely is, and obviously the BRC are heavily involved as well. The whole 1/8 off-road section really involved in this, making this a fantastic event. We've got a massive contingent from the British team here as well.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's here, and we're all going fast, which is good. It'd be great to see one of us win it. I'm hoping for it come Sunday, but we'll see.
Well, you are one of the fastest during practice. We haven't started to reveal about the fast people yet, but you're going to be one of the fast guys we expect. Who do you think the challenges are going to be? Who do we need to watch out for?
Well, in the last one, you've got Jean-Patrick from France. Came out of nowhere. He came to the warm-up. He wasn't that fast at the warm-up. He seems to have found some pace in the last one. You've got Federico. He came to the warm-up. He's been here for a practice day as well, so he's kept his pace. He was quite quick. He was keeping up with Elliott Boots. And then you've got people like Oliver Curry and Callum Niblett. They're local guys and they're youngsters and they're very, very fast.
Excellent. Well, thanks for talking to us. We'll let you go and pick up your car from wherever it's left itself on the track. It's gone now. And have a good weekend, and we'll touch you later in the weekend, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Tony Truman there, one of the expected people who's going to be very, very fast when we start qualifying tomorrow. James, you look about to say something.
No.
Can you say something?
Yes, I will say something. So for those of you that may have just joined us, we are RC Racing TV. We're here in Hertfordshire in the United Kingdom for the 1/8 Buggy B Euro EFRA Championships. We're brought to you, thank you to our sponsors, Team Durango with the DNX8, Grant Nassau and Team Orion, and of course someone that isn't on the screen at the moment, VRC Pro, who you'll see the VRC Pro, I can't get my words out, VRC Pro replays.
Action replay.
Action replays. Tomorrow, lots of those to come. We'll bring you all the action from the track. We will post on our Facebook page tonight what time we'll be starting in the morning. We get that out to you nice and early.
We will do. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be tomorrow morning. Join us for qualifying here at RC Racing TV. Have a great evening, everyone. From the opening ceremony, from all of us here, bye for now.